Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to be talking through my thought process and explaining why I am making all of the decisions that I am making in a ranked game of the finals. I am playing medium and I'm using the healing beam and the FCAR. Healing beam is just very, very good for keeping your teammates alive, and the FCAR I kind of prefer to the AKM. I do think that the AKM is better. The FCAR is a little bit more unforgiving, but I just prefer the recoil pattern on it to the AKMs, and the AKM does also have a bit of visual recoil, so I just tend to prefer the FCAR. But I'm playing medium. I've got two heavies on my team. One of them has the mesh shield, and then the other one has the goo gun. One is using the flamethrower, and I believe the other one is using the M60. The M60 isn't the strongest. The Lewis gun is just better overall, I think. The flamethrower also isn't fantastic. Like, the shotgun's definitely a better close-range weapon, but you can go for it if you want. It's not like it's the worst weapon in the game or anything like that. So there's a team here. I end up getting a kill, and I throw a mine onto the totem. I throw two mines onto the two players that are dead, and now I know there's one more. I can see that they're up there. I'm kind of waiting for them to jump down here, because if they jump down, then they're going to get blown up by my mines, which is what I want, because I know they're going to want to res their teammate, so I'm just kind of waiting to see if they're going to come down. I could zipline up, but I don't really want to 1v1 a heavy. I don't know how confident I am in that fight, because I'm a medium. I have less health, and they're probably going to do more damage, right? But they do jump down. My mine doesn't blow them up, which is kind of interesting, but I do get them very low here, and then I try and zipline to get closer to them faster. I get the kill. Unfortunately, someone on their team must have coined, because the team wasn't wiped, right? So now I just try and use a zipline to revive my teammate. My other teammate also did use a coin in case I was going to die, which is just to be like a bit safe. They didn't have to, but you know, it would have been a good call if I did die there, so it's fair enough. Someone gets a kill, and I am going to just try and heal my teammates as much as I can here. When I play medium, I like to just play super supportive, really. I don't really try and do any 1v1s or anything like that. I just try and stay with my teammates as much as I can, and you'll probably see that more throughout this match. But yeah, that light was low. I kind of predicted where they were going to come out from, and I got a kill, and now we're all going to go to cash out A. So cash out A is almost halfway, and teammate marks some danger, so it's always good to pay attention to what your teammates are marking. And sure enough, there are people there. I take a couple of shots, and they're super low, and then I'm kind of waiting for my zipline here. I used my zipline before, so I'm waiting for the cooldown on that just to zip across to my teammate, and so that we can be closer to A. The floor blew up, so now we can't really see A properly. Before we could, which is why we were on that roof, and now we can't really, so it's better for us to go further in, or just more towards A, really. So I'm gonna chuck some mines on it. I don't really know what the situation is, but just having some extra like time wasting things by the cash out is always good, so that's what the mines are. It would be the same for like C4 or barrels or anything like that. Just anything that kind of takes an extra second for the enemies to get rid of before they steal the cash out are kind of like time waster things. You can also put them on totems. Like, I could 100% just go pick up one of those mines right now and put it on a totem, but I don't. I just leave them there. I get a kill there, and then I get an assist. So that was a team wipe, and now we start getting killed by a different team. So this isn't good. I'm getting third party, probably because we put the volt in late, because our first fight we didn't really have to take, but we took it anyway. And I am very low here. I'm just hoping that I don't get killed off by anyone in this situation, and I do, but luckily we do have cash out A. So we get the first cash out, and that goes quite well. I checked the stats just because, and I'm looking at what my teammates are doing. A heavy is fighting this person here. They die, and now we're on to the other heavy. They're probably going to revive me here. Yeah, if you're ever in a fight that doesn't really matter, like if you've just got the cash out and it doesn't really matter if you die or not, like in this fight, you might as well just revive. You know, it's probably just going to be better anyway to not die. I know there's someone beside me there, but I just try and get our heavy up, and I do. I see the person in this hallway. I try and take some shots at them. Sometimes with the medium, it's hard to know when you want to heal or when you want to shoot yourself, and sometimes, like, it's just really hard to know sometimes. I decided to shoot. It might have been better to have healed, but anyway, I ended up dying, and my teammate ended up dying, and there were two teams there still, so it was a little bit of a weird fight, and it wasn't really by an objective, so we totally could have just ran away as well. That probably would have been the smart thing to do, to just like run away from that fight altogether and get to one of the next vaults. Probably would have been the right decision there. So if you're like voice chatting with your teammates, it's always a good idea to just run away from a fight if someone's just got the objective, because most of the time, like 99% of the time, there's really not much point just staying at that objective and continuing the fight, right? So we're probably going to go to an objective here, and we're going to go to C or D. But sometimes, like, if you go to the objective first and getting that extra 1,000 cash for opening the vault, or that extra 2,000 cash for putting the vault in, sometimes that is the difference maker in whether you qualify or whether you don't qualify in a game. So that's one thing to be aware of. You always want to at least try and put the vault in or open the vault and stuff like that. So there's a light there. We shoot them a little bit, we don't kill them, and now we're just going to go to this cash out a bit more. I get some shots there. I try and heal my teammate. But they're kind of running away a bit. If you're low and there's a medium on your team that's like good at healing, it's always good to like pay attention to where they are, because here I actually spent some time chasing my heavy around when it would have been better if they maybe just came to me a little bit. Like if they went inside the house, that's fine, but then it would have been better for them to have like waited a couple of seconds or something for me to heal them. Someone's chasing me here. I throw some mines, hoping that they're going to come up the stairs. They don't. I'm going to heal my other teammate here because they are stealing the cash out. And if someone's stealing the cash out and you heal them, that's probably just going to be good. I don't do that there though, because I want to go res my other teammate, so I get them to full. It's always good to have your teammates full, so I just get them to full and then I go res my other teammate successfully. And now I try and probably jump back up to our other heavy. Someone is stealing the cash out. I don't want them to steal the cash out, so I try and kill them. They stop stealing it and they mesh shield, and then I get shot from a light behind. I think it was a light anyway. Was it a light? I think there was a light. Yeah, that's fine. Teammates, spectating my teammates now. One of them gets a nice RPG shot. Someone else went to steal the cash out. They're trying to defend it. And there isn't a whole lot of time left on this, right? Like now is where you don't want to die. You want to survive this just for those last few minutes, well, last few seconds really, and just get that cash out. So I'm just flicking between my teammates here. I'm trying to see if anyone's going to res me. If you've got like 3 seconds left on your coin, always very, very good to switch between your teammates and see if either of them are going to res you. And if they're not, then you coin. But it's good to check both of them and make sure neither of them are going to res you. Because sometimes you might be spectating like one of them, but the other one is actually going to res you and you just didn't see it because you didn't switch. So it's always good to switch between. So I do coin there, and then I just die again. I do chuck some mines by the cash out, but I don't think they ended up blowing anyone up. And we do get team wiped here, so that's not great, but there's really not much time on D, and because there's so many teams fighting there, we are going to end up getting that. So it was a little bit lucky that none of those teams ended up getting it, because they were all just too busy fighting each other, and it did end up working for us. So there is 1 minute left in the game here. And in this situation, you don't want to put another vault in. You don't want another cash out to be started, because you are going to qualify if everything stays the same. Yeah, if you put another cash out in here, just don't do that. That's bad, because then someone else might be able to win. Like, if we put another cash out in here, like purple or orange could get that, and then if we get wiped, we're not going to be in first place, because pink will come second, and whoever gets the cash out will come in first, right? So it's always very good to not put the cash out in if you don't need to. So I mark B, because the people at Vault 5 are probably going to come to B, because it is the closest one. I mess up my window hopping a little bit here, and then I do get up to it eventually. If you didn't know you could window hop, now you know that you can do that. You just stand on the ledge of the window and you jump up to the window above, and it works on this map, and it also works on like every building in Monaco. Pretty much every little house in Monaco will work on as well. So I'm just keeping an eye on where Vault 5 is. I can see no one's opened 6 yet, so I don't have to worry about that. Just making sure they don't put the vault in last second. I see them coming through the hole, and then I do grab the vault. So that was actually a really nice throw, and that definitely might have gone into the cash out if they had like 1 more second there. So I did end up catching it, and like if they did have a little bit more time, catching it would have made sure that they wouldn't have put it into the cash out. Like, you don't want to try and shoot people there or get an extra kill or anything like that. You just want to make sure the vault doesn't go in. And I did end up catching it, but they didn't have enough time anyway, so that is good. On to round 2. So this is round 2, and we are just going to Vault 2 because it is the one that is closer, and it's always good to go to the one that's closer. I'm going to open it up here, and then I'm going to start getting shot by an enemy team. One of my teammates are dead. I don't really know how they died. I try and throw some mines here just so that if anyone goes to get the vault, they die. I see the person that most likely killed my teammate. Both of my teammates are dead now, so it's just me. I probably don't notice that while I'm playing this, otherwise I probably would have tried to run away sooner. I do defibrillate someone. I try and heal them a little bit because I'm not going to be able to kill anyone, so there's not much point shooting, right? I'd rather try and heal my teammate and hope they get away. but we do get wiped here. So sometimes you just don't play very well, and sometimes you do just get wiped, but that happens to everyone, and you just have to bounce back from it. That first fight is also probably the best one to lose. Like, if you're going to lose a fight throughout the game, that's probably the best one to lose, because you still have time to put it into the cash out if you kill the enemy team, and you can still, like, get to either of the cash outs, right? So that's probably one of the best fights to lose. And now we just have to try and get the next cash out, right? So we're at B, because that's the one they're probably going to go to. C has already been put in. It's probably not a C. It's probably A or B, but I can't really see the letters because the editor is very, very small. It's probably A, though, because this one's B, so it must be A. A is in already, so this one's going to be quite late, and you really don't want it to be late, because otherwise everyone's going to third party at it later on. That happened in the last match, actually, but they ended up not getting it anyway, because they were all too busy fighting each other. But you want to, like, not get third partied, so it's always good to put it in first, or as quickly as you can if you don't put it in first, because that gives them less time to third party it later on, if that makes sense. But we have it in now. I'm just healing my teammates, making sure everyone is healthy, and we're probably just going to wait for the next fight here. So if you didn't know, meleeing a zipline twice will destroy it, so that's a lot faster than shooting it sometimes. The enemy team does end up coming, and I just heal my heavy. If you're ever low as a medium, or if you're ever low in general, don't peek. It's better to, like, try and chuck some grenades in there, or just heal your teammates than going into the fight yourself. I know my health regeneration is about to start, so I go for a sneaky peek there, but in general you probably just shouldn't peek if you're low. I try and get back up. I throw some mines in case they decide to come up those stairs and try and push me. Someone does, and I do get a kill. I don't know where the heavy came from. I think maybe they saw the mines and, like, vaulted up instead, or they just vaulted by chance, but they skipped the mines entirely, and they do end up killing me. So, I'm dead. There's only this teammate in this room, and because they've got the goo gun, they've gooed up, like, the entire thing here. So I think they're hoping to, like, hold out themselves until we coin, which is fair enough. I mean, they do have the goo gun, and surely enough, the other heavy coins here, and I'm probably going to coin in another 5 seconds as well. Again, I switched to them to see if they were going to res me. I know they're not, because they're fighting, and now I'm going to coin. It's always very, very good to switch to see if they're gonna res you, though. But they don't, so now I'm coming back into B, switch to the healing beam, and just heal my teammates. Again, like, the healing beam is like a secondary primary weapon, right? It's almost like the FCAR could also be the secondary weapon, and maybe the healing beam is even the primary. It's a very, very powerful thing, and you want to use it a lot as the medium, especially if you're playing like a super supportive medium, which I do like to play. Teammates dead, just go straight for the defibrillator. I see a lot of people try and, like, keep the fight going when someone dies instead of just defibrillating straight away, and it makes so much more sense to defibrillate straight away, because then it's just a 3v3 again. Or if one of them's dead, it's like a 3v2, and now the odds are in your favor. Heavy's trying to kill a turret here, and they do, and then we get the cash out. So I really didn't do a whole lot in that fight. I got like 1 kill with some mines, but what I was doing was constantly supporting my teammates. And obviously that's going to be more effective the better your teammates are. But I just happened to get decent teammates in this match, so yeah, I don't know if I said this at the start or not, but I'm solo queuing and I'm not using voice chat with either of these people, so I don't know either of them, and I'm not communicating with either of them, and I just happen to get good teammates. Solo queuing in this game has been a little bit rough. A lot of the times you get really not fantastic teammates that don't really know what they're doing, but it doesn't take so many games until you do end up running into a team that does know what they're doing, and these two teammates definitely do. So it is just a roll of the dice. Sometimes you get unlucky, then sometimes you do get decent teammates, which is always nice. So we're going to go to B here. I think that's a B. D, it's a D. We're going to go to D here. Someone else opened that vault, but I just took it. So in some situations, I see a lot of people trying to fight the people that opened the vault. In that situation, you don't have to do that at all. You sometimes, like, you can just steal the vault and put it in, which is exactly what I've done there, right? I didn't have to fight anyone to put that in. I just put it in, and now we've got an extra 2,000 cash. So you don't always have to fight, right? It's an objective-based game. Sometimes you can just steal the thing and put it into the cash out, you know? I died there. That person was super low, and I tried shooting them there because we had a mesh shield, so I didn't think they'd be able to shoot through. But unfortunately, they did have a flamethrower, so they could shoot through, and I died. I got revived by my teammates, and straight away, I'm just trying to heal them through the gas, and I'm trying to support them as much as I can. I do reload my gun. I know there's a sniper out there somewhere, because that's who shot at us before. I see them shoot my heavy. Again, just whip out the healing beam and get them back to full. They try shooting a little bit here. I think I see them over there. Not 100% sure, though. They're probably using the cloaking device. I do see them a little bit. I don't hit any of my shots, and I'm going to peek again here, and this I probably shouldn't do, because I know they're an invisible light. And my mistake that I make there is that I peek twice. That's not a good decision, because 2 headshots from a sniper kill a medium. And they headshot me twice there, so that wasn't good by me. I shouldn't have peeked a second time. I probably shouldn't even have peeked the first time, and I do die, but luckily my teammates revive me, and one of them is covering with a mesh shield in case anyone pushes, and I do say thanks. If you didn't know that you could do that, you just middle mouse click, and then there's like a whole wheel of different options you can pick from, and thanks is one of them, so I did that. Someone dies, I try and throw a mine onto the totem, rather, and I do end up dying. I wasn't expecting a second enemy to appear there, and they did, and then I died, but my teammates managed to get the wipe. So I did pretty badly there. I only really gave minimal support to my teammates, but we did end up getting a team wipe, so they did pretty well here. I did not do a whole lot. And in some fights, you're gonna suck, and in others, you're really gonna, like, carry your teams, and it just depends sometimes. I was trying to heal my teammates throughout that flashbang, because I had no idea what was happening. I do a lot of damage to one of those people, and I get an assist. Again, just healing your teammates, very, very good. I know there's not much time left on the cash out now, so this is when you want to push a little bit closer to it, so that if anyone goes to steal it, you can prevent them from stealing it. I know that person's probably low, because they tried to run away, and normally when someone tries to run away, they're low. So I chased the kill, and I did end up getting it. And now, on this vault, you don't want to open this one, and that's why I use the defensive marker. Again, if you middle mouse click on, like, an objective, you come up with a wheel of stuff, and I chose the one that said defend, because we want to defend this. You don't want to open this until there's, like, 20 seconds left, because otherwise someone could put it into B, and then you could lose the match. So you don't really want that to happen. Admittedly, in this one, it would be hard for someone else to win, because that would only give them 22,000 cash. We've got 33,000. So you could make the argument that you could put this vault in, but there's no need. It just makes the game go on for like another minute. And then if we get team wiped, maybe we're not going to win, you know? So there's no point. Just don't put the cash out in if you don't need to, really. I did get a kill there. I saw the light coming. I heard the sound, and I saw them coming there. Someone on the right is super, super, super low. I genuinely have no idea where they are. I still don't know, watching this back, where that person was and how I didn't kill them. But I didn't kill them. I heal my teammate as much as I can. I expect someone's coming to push me because they knew I was low, rather. I got a few hits on that person, and then I died. But even if we lose this fight, it doesn't really matter anyway. There's only 20 seconds left in the game. No one can put a vault in now, because a vault takes 20 seconds to open. So I just open it for an extra 1,000 cash, because why not, right? There's no point. It doesn't matter if we open it or not, and I just wanted the extra cash. So yeah, now I just run away just to make sure we don't get team wipe, even though it doesn't really matter. I don't really want to get team wipe. Coming first place is always nice, and we do qualify, and now we're going to go on to round 3. So this is round 3, and we are going to Vault 2 because it was closer. If you're never sure which one is closer, you can always look at it. And if you aim your reticle at it, it will say like 197 meters away, or however far away it is, it will tell you. So one of my teammates are a little bit far away, and they probably should just come a bit closer, but I guess it's okay. But they do end up getting picked off. You just want to make sure, if there are potentially enemies around you, it's probably not great to like stray too far away. It's probably going to be better to stick with your team. And in saying that, my heavy did get stunned, I think, there, and then they lose a bunch of health. And I just try and chuck some mines onto this vault because I want to go and res my teammates. I don't want to run away to the cash out with this vault because I'm pretty sure I'll just die. The enemy seems quite good so far. So I don't really want to try and run and hope they don't catch up. I want to try and go res my teammate, and I'm leaving that vault there and hoping that someone goes for it, and then I'll just blow up to my mines. So I go to res my teammate here. I have to figure out how to get up, and I jump on the ledge of that window thing, and then I come upstairs. I res, and a teammate gets a kill here. I whip out the healing beam. I give someone as much health as I can, and my heavy goes to fight that orange person. Unfortunately, they die. And I think our other heavy is probably going to die as well. The flamethrower isn't so strong. They just didn't do enough damage to that person, and we get team wiped. But again, this first fight is not the most important. If everything goes well, you're only going to get like 3,600 cash, right? Like 200 for each kill as well, I believe. So it's not the worst, and we just have to do better later on in the game. So we respawn here, and we go to cash out D because it was put in first. cash out D rather, because it was put in first, and it's going to be better to go for this one than whatever one is put in next. I get absolutely melted by someone on the enemy team there. I'm super low. I just wait for my teammates to come down and I give them health. I know that my heavy is going to take some damage there as well, so I do heal them as they come through, and now we're trying to go up this stairway together. They both throw some C4 on some barrels, which is always a good tactic. It's very strong right now. And I'm just trying to get to my other teammate to heal them. They die, and now I'm going to try and defibrillate them. Is it going to work though? Yes, it is, but I'm going to die, I think. I die. My teammate does a mesh shield, dome shield rather, and they're going to run away and try and revive me, and they do end up getting killed, and now it's just this heavy left. And are they going? They get a nice RPG there. They get a direct RPG, which is nice, and then we get wiped. So that team was just good. That was like very well played by the enemy team. We got pretty much destroyed. And this is the team that we're going to be facing in the final round as well. But yeah, that first fight definitely didn't go very well for us. We respawn here, and we are most likely going to go to cash out A, because there's just not enough time for us to go to the other one, right? So we might as well go to the one that we actually might have time to get. But the problem with this is that everyone's going to third party to it afterwards, so that's probably not going to be great. But someone throws a dome shield, my teammates throw away the barrel just to make sure no one blows it up, because I think they assumed that someone had C4 on it, which is fair enough, so it's probably a good decision to throw that away. And then we do get the cash out, so I chuck some mines on it just for some extra defense. Teammates end up getting shot at, and I'm just trying to heal them from a safe distance away. I try and take some shots when I can. I kind of just guessed that someone might be down there. I didn't see anyone though. I try and kill that heavy. I do. The dome shields really don't have much health. If you see a dome shield, just destroy it. That's what I'll always say, because they really don't have that much health. They were even nerfed recently in the latest patch. I die, and I think our heavy gets a kill. They do. The cash out is being stolen, and we get team wiped, so that is not great. Someone else has the cash out now, so it just doesn't really go so well for us. So we respawn here, and we could go to A and risk getting the cash out of like the 4 teams. It's like a 25% chance of getting that cash out. I don't like those chances, and if you actually look at the scoreboard, right, we only need more than 3,640 cash to qualify. Opening that vault is going to give us 1,000 cash, and then putting that into a vault is going to give us 2,000 cash, meaning we're going to qualify if we do that. I either got stuck on something there, or that was like mega lag. I think it might have just been lag, but I definitely froze for a second. Luckily I didn't quit out or anything though. And we opened the vault, and now our only objective is to put this in, and then hooray, we're in second place again. So that's what we're just going to try and do here. So we have started a cash out here, and I see someone jumping in. They used a jump pad, and I saw them flying through the air. I see a second one, so I ping it. If you see someone far away and your teammates didn't see them, just ping them. And now they're all looking over this way. My heavy does fall down. They just slipped off the edge there. It's a little bit unlucky. I think they are going to die in a second, but they just fell. Sometimes you fall and you get into a bad position, and it's just a little bit unfortunate. I get someone super low, and then I get that heavy a little bit low. I think about going down to res my teammate here. I try and do that. Get absolutely melted by this team here, and I do end up dying. Just doesn't go great for us. Again, purple is the team that we will be facing in the final round. They've shredded me there. They did like some very, very good aiming, and we get team wiped. So this isn't looking good for us. We're not in second place anymore, and we're going to have to figure out a way of qualifying, basically. So we are going to respawn here, and we still have cash out C. So since that last fight, no one's stolen cash out C. We still have it, and that's a little bit lucky, but it's probably because a lot of third partying is happening at this cash out. Someone else has just put in a cash out at D, and we're just trying to clean up the rest of the enemies here, and we do. So there was only like one more person left in this area, and that's because there were 2 teams fighting here before, 3 including us. So we were able to just kind of clean up that whole fight, and now we're most likely going to get cash out C. Those teams are going to have to respawn, and then they're probably just going to go to the other cash out instead of this one, because there's much more time on the other cash out. So there's been a lot of third partying in this game, and that's because some of the cash outs were put in late. Like this one, there's a massive time difference between this one and the other cash out that's on right now, and that's been happening throughout this game. And sometimes you just get a little bit lucky, and you're able to hold on to it through those third parties, through when those other teams are fighting, and then you can respawn, come back to it, and end up still getting it. And that's what happened there. So we do end up getting this. And I just run away from it here because no one can get it now. So sometimes there'll be like a very small amount of time left on it, and that's when you can just run away. But you do have to watch out you don't run away too soon, because otherwise someone can still get it. But here Vault 5 spawns, and I do the symbol to say that I'm going to mark it, or defend it rather. You don't really want to open this until there's like 20 seconds left, or around 20 seconds left anyway. You just want to like not put that in. Teammate does open it though. I give them a little look there, because like it might be possible for someone to put this into a cash out with 20 seconds left to go, because we opened it at like 45 seconds or something, right? So they're gonna have another 25 seconds to put it in. But it's probably going to be okay. I'm going to run away with the vault and just make sure no one puts it in. I pick it up and then put it down immediately, because then it's going to be easier to throw mines on it. That's like a very quick trick you can do. Like, if it opens normally and you try and throw the mines on it, it kind of goes all over the place. But if you just pick it up straight away and then put it back down, you can throw the mines on it with more ease. And then I just chuck some mines on it. Teammate throws it away here. I'm just making sure no one puts it in. There's 10 seconds left of the game, and there's not really much for us to do, so I'm just going to skip to the next round. Purple does end up getting the 25,000 though there. They did do quite well in that match. And now we've qualified, and we're going to be facing off against the Mighty in the finals. So I'm going to kind of summarize a lot of this last round here, because we do get absolutely destroyed. I die there jumping across, teammate dies, and then our other heavy dies as well. So that was like a really fast team wipe, and that was our first fight. And then here's going to be another fight that we have. But basically I'm just summarizing this because the first half of this match went really badly. I like blow myself up from 2 mines that I put on a barrel, and then someone else shot it and I died. I get rezzed. I'm just dying. This person I just try and take some shots at. Luckily they were low. I get my only kill that I've got in this game so far, and like it's been a while, right? And then I die, and now we're all dead. So that was basically how the whole first half of this game went, and this enemy team is going to get the first cash out. But now I'm going to skip to the next one, but it definitely wasn't going very well for us. So there's probably been one more fight here that I'm skipping. The enemy team would have opened the vault, and then they've put the vault into the cash out, and now we're trying to go for a fight at this cash out. So all of our fights still haven't gone well at all. We haven't won a single wipe fight yet. We've never got a team wipe yet, and we have to hope that we get one at this cash out here. I end up getting a lot of shots on that heavy, and my teammates are trying to push to A a little bit more. They've got a dome shield on it, so I'm just trying to assist them. I see that someone shoots me from behind, but I know that there's a heavy to the right as well, so I get a bit like pincered by the enemy team. Just healing up my heavy and trying to keep everyone healthy. Teammates a little bit far away, but it's okay. They probably know what they're doing. I throw a couple of mines down, but I do get killed by a enemy player, and other teammate dies, and now it's just our heavy. And here, I don't remember what happens, but I think they do something impressive. They're trying to revive the other heavy. They do, and now they kill this heavy. Yeah, so that heavy was the last player on the enemy team there, and they killed 3 of us. So they killed me, and then they killed a heavy, and then a heavy got rezzed, and then they killed another heavy. So there were technically like 4 of us, because one of us got revived, right? But we didn't actually get team wiped, and my teammates did get a team wipe there. So I really didn't do a whole lot during that fight. My teammates kind of pulled through and ended up getting a team wipe, and like we do end up getting this cash out but it's like the only fight that we've won, you know? So the whole game we've just been getting absolutely destroyed. We've been getting really killed a lot. And now we have the cash out. We've got the advantage here for the first time in this match, and we just have to try and defend it as much as we possibly can. They're all on the roof. I'm very wary of these people. I don't want to be out in the open for too long, because I will just get killed. I see a flamethrower heavy. I try and destroy their dome shield. I get some shots on someone. I get an assist. Someone else is stealing it. I try and kill them, but it doesn't matter, because now we did get it. So, like, the whole game wasn't going very well. You can see their kills there. They had like 19 kills, I think, opposed to our like 5 opposed to our 5 kills. So they've been getting a lot more kills. They've been winning a lot more fights. But the great thing about the finals is that none of that really matters. All that matters is the objective, and now we're even. So even though they've got like 3 times as many kills, we're still even, because we both have a cash out each, and now whoever gets this last one is going to win. So they have opened the vault, and they're probably going to put it into D because it is closer. But sometimes in the final round you don't go to the one that's closer. Sometimes you go to the one that the enemy team is further farther away from. So they might go to C here, and the teammate does actually mark C because they can see that the enemy team is going to C. So we end up starting to go towards that. I take the zipline across, I jump off, I see a teammate has died, and I'm going to try and go back to res them. I just shoot this guy a little bit to see if he's low. He isn't low, and I'm going to try and res my teammates, but I just die. I think I die. Anyway, yeah, I do die. So, yeah, you know, again, just really not a good fight. We just got absolutely destroyed, and I'm going to skip to the next one. So we respawn here, and luckily we spawn very close to C. This is going to be the second last fight, because we don't have much time. And a teammate puts some C4 in a barrel, I put my mines in a barrel, and hopefully they use it to their utmost ability. And I don't think they end up killing anyone with it, but that is okay. They've destroyed some of the building, they've probably destroyed some cover for the enemy team. This guy gets absolutely destroyed. I don't know what killed him, but he died very, very quickly. So I just defibrillate and try and heal them. I try and heal my teammates from afar here. I don't want to die because then their healing is gone. But I do die. I was doing my best to heal them, but then I die anyway. And I'm just checking their kills here because they sure have a lot, and then my heavy ends up getting a kill, but they do end up dying. So again, we get absolutely destroyed very, very quickly, and I'm going to skip to the last fight now. So here we respawn. There really isn't so much time left on C. We've like barely got enough time to get there and then get it, let alone thinking of like taking out the enemy team as well. We kind of just have to go straight for it. I try and heal my teammates a little bit so they can take it. I die, and then my teammates get wiped as well, and then the cash out goes. We probably didn't even have enough time to get it there, but we had to try anyway. So that did not go well. That was not a good game. We did end up getting a cash out though, so that was good. But they ended up absolutely destroying us, and sometimes that just happens. But you can see here I rank up anyway. I still got the fame points from coming second, you know. Coming second's always better than not coming second unless you come first, right? And I'm just checking out the kills here. We didn't have a lot of kills. I had a horrible KDR, but again, that's not really what matters in this game. All that matters is the objective, right? I'm checking their kills here. They had what? They had 29 kills, which is quite a lot. And I did go and check out these people afterwards because one of them has their Twitch there. I went and checked out their Twitch just to see if they're cheating, and it really didn't look like they were, but they were playing on controller. And I will say that the aim assist on controllers is definitely very, very, very strong. I know a lot of people probably I know a lot of people on Reddit anyway are vouching for like input-based matchmaking. So even if someone's on PC and they plug a controller in, they'll be playing with like the console players or the controller players rather. And if someone's on PC and they have a keyboard, then they'll be playing with mouse and keyboard players. I think that would be good. I've seen a lot of videos on like the aim assist being quite strong in this. And in that match, it definitely seemed like those players were cheating. But then after looking at their stream afterwards, I don't think that they were. I think the aim assist is just quite strong on those controllers. But that team was definitely good anyway. They were like also very, very coordinated. All of their attacks were super coordinated, and they were also just good. But I still think that the aim assist on controllers is a little bit strong to be playing against on mouse and keyboard, I would say. So yeah, anyway, thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. That is going to be it for this video. If you liked it, leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Farewell.